Hey everyone, it's me, Kitti Minx, and I know y'all don't like when I make these, but and I'm sorry you can hear my bird. She's been a part of why it's been really hard for me to get anything done lately. So obnoxious. Anyway, aside from the bird, I'm making this because it's pretty clear that when I try to do updates in the community tab, it's not making its way into a lot of your feeds. And that's kind of a problem because sometimes I say really important things in the community tab, like in regards to like my health or something going on with my family, or there's like something serious going on, and to explain why, I may not be around much or something else. So and I've been posting little stories to the YouTube stories thing, but again, I don't think many of you or all of you look at those things. And I update Twitter, but there's like 47k of you here on YouTube and like just 4k of you on Twitter. And I talk about stuff on Discord, and it's not reaching enough ears. Sorry to be long-winded about that, but I'm just saying important information is not reaching enough ears unless I make one of these. And even then, these updates only get like maybe a couple thousand views. It is what it is. But it's better than nothing. One of my problems is I am out of one of my medications. And insurance is being very fickle. And even though my doctor called in the refill, my insurance won't approve the refill until next week because they claim it's too soon. So I am stuck without one of my medications, and it's one of my mental health medications. And at first, when I ran out of it, I was still feeling okay because I guess it was still in my system. But now it's pretty clear that it's not in my system anymore. And I am feeling all sorts of ways. It's not good. And it's affecting my ability to be motivated to do things and to focus and to care. Well, I care, but it's hard to explain, to be honest. So I have that going on. I found out relatives of my husband are sick with COVID, and one of them is in the hospital. So my whole family is pretty stressed about that. My mom had her surgery 10 days ago, and every day she gets a little bit better, but she's been pushing herself a little too hard, and it's starting to take a toll on her. We're trying to get her to, settle back down and just let herself heal. But she's stubborn and she just wants to do everything. And it's like, no, Mom, stop. You gotta heal. Your doctor keeps yelling at you at your appointments because you won't just let yourself heal. So I got that going on. I managed to accomplish a little bit this last week, getting a fair amount of audios out because the baby was having grandparent time with my in-laws. So I could get a little bit of a break to try and get some projects done and really just catch up on sleep. That's a big thing, catch up on sleep. But she comes back today, so break over. And my older kid has been all over the place. She's gotten into Minecraft Let's Players on YouTube Kids and really, really wants to play Minecraft. I kind of know how to play Minecraft. I'm not very good at it, so I'm trying to help her, but it's not going very well. And she's frustrated that she can't do in the game what she sees her favorite Let's Players do. I feel so sad for her. And so and I have bills that have come up because it's just that time of year and that time of month. Money's tight, and that stresses me out. And my husband is overseas, and there's not a whole lot he can do to help me. And it's been kind of miserable without him. I've been feeling very lonely and very isolated, and I know I have you fine folks, especially those of you who hang out on Discord and come to my streams and stuff, and I really, really appreciate it. I really do. But it's not quite the same as having him around where I can, like, see him and touch him and get that real in-person human contact. And it's starting to take its toll on me. And I'm stressed. I'm really, really, really stressed. And it culminated last night when I tried to go to bed and me having a panic attack out of nowhere. Because, like, it's not like something just startled me and made me panic. Like, no, I got into bed, got all cozy, put on a podcast to listen to fall asleep. All of a sudden, boom, panic attack. And it was one of the ones that was so bad that it was physically painful. It gave me a really nasty headache. It made my stomach feel like it was being stabbed. It was freaking terrible. And that basically became my cue that maybe I should start taking a step back and rethinking how I'm going about things. Because it's starting to take a toll on me. And I had a conversation with Koichi, and she also feels I'm overdoing it. And she also feels some other ways about my content and how I'm treated by people and all that, but I'm not gonna talk about that. That's between me and her, and it's her thoughts and opinions. But I do agree at this point. I need to pull back. Algorithm be damned. I need to pull back. I know a fair amount of you were enjoying having at least one upload every day, most days of a week. Sometimes more than one upload. So you have a nice variety of things to enjoy. So if you didn't like what I put up one day, you had the next day to look forward to, like, oh, maybe something cool will come today. That sort of thing. But it's getting to be a bit much. Because I'm starting to give myself deadlines that are really hard for me to keep sometimes because things in life like to get in the way. Like, for example, I have a very loud, obnoxious pet parrot who will go off and start screaming at random no matter what time of day it is except the middle of the night. And if I'm not able to do my recordings in the middle of the night because I choose to sleep, or I have to take care of some other business, and I have to record during a quiet moment during the day when there's, like, no yard work or anything going on outside, anytime she can just go off on a squawking tantrum. It's very annoying. So I got, that and some other things that just kind of interfere. And I'm losing my train of thought because I'm admittedly very tired. I give myself these deadlines that just because life is life, I can't push myself to keep. And I'm sure you noticed my uploads have tended to be coming live on the channel around the same time. Like, I'll usually have one at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then another one around like 4 something Eastern Standard Time, and then one usually at like 6 something Eastern Standard Time when I do 3, or it's usually like 1 or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the thing goes live. And so when I go through my day and it hits, that 1 p.m. mark and I don't have anything finished yet, I start stressing. I start trying to push myself, and I feel guilty. And then if it hits 4 o'clock and I haven't really done much, or something went wrong and I have to redo something, I feel guiltier and more stressed. And as you can see, it just piles on and piles on and piles on. Even though no one told me I need to have these specific times that my stuff needs to be online. It's just something I ingrained in my head after looking at my analytics, when analytics says when the best times are for people to view my content based on how they gauge your viewership. And it's been ingrained in my head, oh, this window is the best time for people to see my stuff. I better make sure I fit it in this window. And it's getting a bit much. And I can't keep stressing myself like that. It's not good for me. It's not. Plus, I noticed the other day when I was uploading and queuing up one of my audios that I am very, very close to my 500th public ASMR audio roleplay on YouTube. That is quite a hefty milestone. That is half of 1,000. There are channels much older than mine that only have half the amount of uploads I do. And some even have less. And it kind of was a slap to the face to me that I do push myself really hard. And I do grind really hard. Because I just want to entertain people and make people happy. And I feel like if I don't get content out there, that people are going to be disappointed. And then if I go too long without putting content out there, people will forget about me and I'll become irrelevant, or they'll start to resent me because oh, how dare she betray us? She went from being all cool, putting up stuff all the time, and now she's gone. And I'm still feeling the guilt from the 8-9 months when I was pregnant with my baby, that I cut myself off from the internet and didn't really talk to anybody, and wasn't on YouTube, and wasn't on Twitter or anything. That I disappeared off the face of the earth to a lot of people. I'm still feeling guilty over that. And I don't want to ever make it seem like that's happening again. Which is why now when I take breaks, I'm doing my best to give as good a warning as possible, so people don't think if I go a week or so without uploading that I disappeared again. That's something that really weighs on me. So I need to pull back. I need to pull back for a bit. And I need to focus on me and get some self-care done. Focus even more on my family. And get back into some of my hobbies to kind of take my mind off things, because I've been ignoring some of my favorite hobbies for a while now, and it's kind of starting to make me sad. So I need to get my life back in order. So I'm not going to stop uploading entirely. It's just, it may only be a couple a week instead of at least one a day. Alright? And this also doesn't apply to Patreon. I'm still going to try to have at least 2 Patreon exclusives a week. Still going to try to keep to that. So don't worry, patrons. I'm not going to ditch you just because I'm feeling out of sorts. And don't think I'm burnt out or anything. This is not burnout. This is not what this is. Because if you're on my Patreon Discord, where I bring up all of my audio ideas, you know I'm not at a loss for ideas. There's a lot I want to do. So it's not burnout. It's just I did too much for too long, and I'm worn out. I'm tired. And I'm starting to get sick from it. And I need to just take it easy. And so, starting this week, I'll only be putting a couple of uploads on YouTube, and I'll be doing my Patreon exclusives, and I'll still be doing my 2 Orky streams, the Tuesday and Thursday streams. I may even stream an extra day if I have the energy, because I started playing this game called Beyond Blue, and it's gotten really addictive for me because there's whales in it, and I really love whales, as you all know. So there is that. So I'm still gonna be, online and doing things to entertain you. I'm just not going to be grinding and just throwing stuff out there, I'm gonna take it a bit easier. And it's really the only thing I can think of that I can do to try to help myself feel better, especially while I'm off one of my medications. I have to be really careful about just how I go about my business and how I let my brain get, because I don't see my doctor until late next week, and then who knows how long it's going to take for the pharmacy to fill the prescription and all that. It's crap. Anyway, so I'll still be around. Don't think I won't go anywhere, especially if you're in the Patreon. I'll be on Discord chatting with y'all, putting up the exclusives, vibing, and I'm probably gonna take some time to try to make some fresh content for my Fansly page. For those of you who like me physically in my meat suit and want to see IRL stuff, I'm gonna try and do some stuff like that. And I'm just gonna focus on some other things to kind of just ease my brain a bit. It's really the best that I can explain it. There are some things to look forward to. I am working on a collaboration with 2 other voice actors / ASMR creators. And when it's done and on the channel, hopefully y'all will enjoy it, because it's a very silly, ridiculous concept, and not one I've seen many people do on this platform, so yay for originality. So y'all got that to look forward to once that's all done and edited. And I had really a lot of fun role-playing live as Poppy the other day for y'all. So I'm thinking I'm going to try once or twice a month on this channel doing a roleplay stream as one of my characters, because I actually have 10 of my characters done as 3D models. I've had them for a while now, so I can kind of alternate between them, and y'all can interact with, like, obviously Poppy, but you can interact with Ruby and Aiko and Takara and Freya and Sonia and Kalia and other people. So I figured that might be another fun thing to do on this channel. That's a bit of a break from just regular uploads, and I can really engage with you all. And if you still don't know, I am in the partner program now. I'm monetized, even though like 90+% of my videos have been hit by the yellow $, which means they get limited to no ads. So YouTube isn't really paying me that much, but at least I'm getting something now. It's better than the nothing I was getting for years, so that's nice. But I'm in a sticky situation, so if you enjoy the content I make and you enjoy what I do for you all, especially lately, just the amount of content I've been churning out and the amount of high quality content I've been churning out regularly, and just keeping you all engaged and entertained. And you want me to be able to thrive and be healthy and continue to make the content you enjoy. Please consider, if you have it to spare, becoming a channel member if you like the wholesome stuff and the safer work stuff, and you would like things like extra content that's safe for work and special little streams and Discord benefits and things like that. And if you aren't into that because you want something a little bit more that can't go on YouTube, you want something a bit more on the spicy side, my Patreon's always there. Feel free to join. Where it's a lovely group of people in my Patreon. We're all a very fun, creative, welcoming bunch. It's not some exclusive club where new people are shunned or anything. It's like, no, everyone's family in the Patreon. We all vibe. So consider that. Or if like monthly thing is something you just can't do, you can donate $1 via Ko-fi. It's a little thing so I can get some french fries at McDonald's. Or on my Gumroad shop, you can buy audios most of them are on my Patreon, but you can buy those audios individually. Just pick and choose what you like. Like, oh, this one is a schoolgirl. I like this. And this one is a crazy yandere neko who's doing spicy things. I want that. Rather than like a monthly thing where you just go through everything I put out. But the Gumroad link is not in my video description, because when I did have it linked, at some point YouTube had a cow and nearly gave me a community guideline strike. So now to get to it, you have to go to my website, kittyminxasmr.com, and it's right on the homepage. There's a link to it right on the homepage. So that's an option. You can also commission me. I'm a bit pickier with my commissions now, so don't be offended if you bring something up and I say, no, I can't do that. But if you happen to have an idea that I vibe with and we can come to an understanding with how much it's going to cost, I'll do a commission for you. And once I'm feeling better and in a better place mentally and physically, I am going to start opening the floor for people to submit like script ideas. It's going to start just with my patrons as a little thing for them to do, to be creative. And then I'm going to branch out for more people to have the ability to send me ideas. The only thing I ask is don't tell me to do some random anime or video game character, because I'm a 31-year-old lady who's a mother and has been left out of the loop of most pop culture since like 2013. So don't. I don't know half of what people watch or play anymore. I'm only now getting into things, so just don't. So yeah, those are some ways you can help. And I appreciate all of you who watch my content and come to my streams. It really means a lot to me. And if you want to help support this channel in a way that doesn't cost you a dime, first of all, make sure you're subscribed. Second, if you click on a video, please click the like button, so there's that bit of engagement. And take a minute out of your time to write up a comment. Please, nothing really asinine, because YouTube detects that as spam a lot of the time. But at least try just to say something kind of relevant, because comments count as engagement, and engagement tells the YouTube algorithm hey, this is a liked video. It needs to be in more feeds. It needs to be in recommended. It needs to be in search results. So those are some ways you can help me that won't cost you any money, just a little bit of your time. That's all I'm asking for. So that's pretty much it. And on the subject of Patreon, I now give you a preview of one of my Patreon exclusive pieces as a little teaser to maybe entice some of you to come join aboard. Anyway, thank you for taking time to watch/listen to this. You all mean a lot to me. I don't know where I'd be without 40k plus of you, all of y'all. It's been a crazy journey, a really crazy journey. And stay safe, stay well. I care about you. Stay awesome. Mwah. Mwah. I'll see you in the next upload or stream. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Meow. Meow. Hada, hada. Hada, hada. Hey. Sorry. I know it's middle of the night, but I kind of have a problem. And you see, none of my friends are awake, even online. And I really don't want to bother Mom and Dad with this. But, Oni-chan, I don't feel right. I feel really, really funny. Like my whole body, all over, is just really, really hot. Like fiery hot. I don't know if I have a fever or what. Can you check me out? You see, my skin, it burns to the touch. Right? You don't think it's a fever? Ow. Ow, I have a really bad headache now. Like, really bad. It feels like there's something on my head. Like, moving. What is it? What's going on? It hurts. Horns? What do you mean horns? There are some hard bumps on my head now. Are those the horns? Huh? And my back. All along my back, my spine. Oh, it feels like my upper back is being split in half. And someone's ripping out my tailbone. Ow. Ow. Okay, the pain's starting to die down. What is it? Oni-chan? Wings? Little ones? Like bat wings? And a long thin tail? Huh? Where did all this come from? Am I dreaming? Is this a nightmare? Or is this some kind of weird joke? What's happening? What's going on? Please, Oni-chan, please. I need answers. I need help. I need to know. You wouldn't lie to your sweet sister, would you? Think about everything we've been through together, Oni-chan. We're so close in age, we've done everything together. And you know me better than anyone else. What is all this? What's happening? What am I turning into? This is all a dream, right? Huh? A demon? That can't be possible. Demons aren't real. I'm trying to remember. Well, a few months ago I went to a sleepover party for Stacy's birthday. And she's really into all this occult stuff now, like witchcraft, Wicca, whatever it's called these days, and Ouija boards, tarot cards, all that stuff. And we were just fooling around, messing around with that, trying to talk to Zozo and things like, just party games. Oh, she did make a joke when I said something that I don't think she liked very much. She joked and said if I wasn't careful with what I said, that I would turn into a demon. But she was just joking. She was even laughing about it. You don't think she's a real witch, do you? That she cast some sort of weird spell on me? Or did I do this to myself? Oh. Ow. The heat. The burning. It hasn't really stopped. It's getting really, really intense in my chest and also, really, really bad between my legs too. Down there. It's getting really, really hot and throbbing and aching. And I feel this really painful, hollow feeling in my stomach. Like I'm starving. But not for food. And I feel jittery too, like I need to do something. But I'm not sure what it is. Oni-chan, do you know anything about this? You're the only one who can help me. Mom and Dad can't see me like this. No one else is awake. I don't want to freak anyone out, and we can't call the police or the hospital or anything. This is too weird. So I'm a demon now, and... What? I need to feed? Well, if I'm hungry, why don't we go to the kitchen and cook something? You make a pretty good omelet. Huh? You actually know a bit about demon mythology? Really? I always knew you were a smart one, Oni-chan.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. This piece was brought to you by my patrons on Patreon and other kind viewers and listeners just like you. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, leave me a comment, and if you're new here, please subscribe to both of my channels. And if you'd like to help support, you can join my Patreon or donate via my Ko-fi page. Anything and everything is appreciated as I am